guys, we're back. We're in the cemetery this time. Don't think we're going to find much gold here, but there is a bit of golden history, as I like to say. Come for a walk, I'll spin a bit of a yarn as I do the school groups for History Hill. And, you know, we come through here on a tour every now and then, so I know a little bit of history. And in saying that, I better give homage to old Ted Abbott, the grave digger here. I got a bit of history off him because he used to do the tours. And got a bit of history out of my old man's book as well. Up here, though, is one of the key figures that I do talk about on my tours. Old Jack Ellis. Jack Ellis is a cool character to me because he was a fossicker as well. He had an important friend back in the early 1900s, though. It was a Henry. It was a Henry Lawson. Henry Lawson came through Tambaroora and Hilland, and he wrote 3 pieces of poetry. He wrote the Tambaroora Star, which is about a one-man newspaper stand. He wrote Since Then, which is about Jack Ellis, who's buried here, so they must have been good mates. And he wrote Tambaroora Jim. Tambaroora Jim is about the Hargraves Hotel. The red brick chimney of that hotel still stands today down there at the Bossicking area, and we pass it and feature it every day. Anyway, I think I can remember the first verse of Since Then, and it goes a little bit like, I met Jack Ellis in town today. Jack, my old mate Jack. 10 years ago, we carried our swags away, together on the Castle Ray, to the never again out back. And I'd like to think that he was mentioned in Tambaroora Jim, as he stated, it was one dismailed day, I tramped across the Come and Find It flats, with Ballarat Aldolphus and a mate of Ballarat's. It was nearly night and raining fast, and all our things were damp. We had no tobacco, and our legs were aching with the cramp. We hadn't raised a cent, so our lamp of hope was dim, and thus we struck the shanty kept by Tambaroora Jim. We threw our swags beneath a tree, and we squatted in despair. But Jim come out to watch the rain, and saw us sitting there. He approached and muttered, I suppose you haven't half a crown, but come, I'll shout you some tucker and a drink to wash it down. So we picked up our blueies and we went with him, and from that day on we knew what bushmen swore by Tambaroora Jim. They were meant to be such good friends that after Jack Ellis died, Henry come and put a plaque at the bottom of the grave here commemorating their friendship. And it reads, the last verse of Since Then. But times have altered since those old days, and the times have changed their men. Well, there's little to blame or praise. Jack Ellis and I have tramped long ways on different tracks since then. Tambaroora is the Koori word for this area. Means place of the ibis. But the diggers gave it their own nickname, the Come and Find It Flats. I think Henry Lawson had a bit of poetic license in that. And I tell you what, Henry, I think I'm smelling some gold across the road. You reckon there's some gold over there?
If we're lucky.
If we're lucky. Maybe we've got some luck for the old fellas, eh? Let's go have a look. You're not going to believe this. We've been here for about an hour and a half. I've gotten stuff all. He's now got gold fever. You know, look at that wonderful little picker, we'd call that there. I cannot believe it. We'll take photos of it. Well, it must have been the old fellas, gave us a bit of luck. But I'll get out a $2 coin momentarily. How much do you reckon that weighs, Henry?
Like 9.2.
He reckons it's 0.2. I'm going to say like 0.2. I'm going to say 0.6. So anything above that, I win. But I can't believe it, you know. He's been doing all the cameraman stuff, and I've been panning. Don't worry, I've got a tiny bit of colour, but when you wash up a little nugget, that's what you're after. That's what you're after. So, you know, it's still out there, people. We've just had a heap of rain. You never know, that could have washed up.
Ah,
look at that.
Much more.
Beautiful, beautiful. You just won't be able to see that, but I'm going to put that there like that. I'm going to take a picture of both of these next to a $2 coin, and we should have brought the scales out, but I think it's a bit pointless bringing scales out when you're looking for gold. No one's that hopeful, ever. But we'll take a picture of him at the scales, on the scales at home, and guys, that could be a wrap for another episode. We'll see what happens. We might do something after this. If we don't, like, share, do what you got to do, guys. Thanks heaps.
Have a good one.
Good on you, man. Good on you. I can't believe you washed that up, hey? That's a ripper. I love gold.
Pretty good. Do like finding it.